Hi, friends. It's Amy here from Concordia Supply, and I'm joined by Sharon Stratmoen from the team at Group Publishing. Today, we're going to talk together about the really cool VBS, HayDay, which is a weekend VBS. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Amy. Thanks so much for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm excited about sharing about this unique VBS. It's very unique in the industry out there, and it's a great one. It is a weekend VBS, so really it's just a 2-day VBS. There's a lot of directors right now that are making their final decisions on what VBS will best support us. And sometimes this weekend VBS fits a unique niche that's solving a lot of challenges that some directors are running up against. So I'm excited for them to hear from you about HayDay. So, since I mentioned it's a weekend VBS, tell me a little bit what prompted the creation of a weekend or a 2-day VBS?
Sure. Well, first off, we had a lot of churches come to us who had never ever done VBS before, and they're like, "Wow, we're not sure we can take on 5 full days, 3 hours a day.
Mm.
That's 15 hours of time." And so we created Weekend VBS to be a 2-day, 2.5 hour program. So you automatically need fewer volunteers when it's only going to be a 2-day program versus a 5-day program. Also, we have a lot of churches that are in a different ministry situation where they might not have a lot of resources financially or within the space of their church, or they don't have access to all the space in their church. And so having a 2-day program that is going to require fewer physical resources and volunteer resources and monetary resources by having a 2.5 hour program. We don't have as many rotations as a 5-day program. So, for instance, there is that opening time. I'll save that for a little bit later, but it's more scalable for a first time church or a church that maybe hasn't done VBS. We all are coming out of the pandemic, and I know I've been blessed at my church and was able to do VBS outside, but not everybody had the same
Mm.
opportunities these past 2 years. So it's a great way to get back into VBS in a more manageable way. And so there's the 2.5 hour days, and then there's an opportunity for a 30-minute celebration. And so at our field test, we run it on Friday evening. Yes, Friday
Mm.
evening from 6 to 8:30, and then Saturday morning from 9 to 11:30. And then we use that Sunday celebration as part of our Sunday morning worship experience. And so it's really
Oh,
doable. Another thing about being a 2-day VBS program is our families are busy, and our families might not be ready to jump back into a 5-day VBS environment again. They would more likely, if they're a little apprehensive to jumping back in for 5 days, 2 days is more family friendly for their
hmm.
schedule. If they're apprehensive to come back in, or they're just a busy family and have a lot going on, you can probably get somebody for 2 days versus that 5-day period. So it's very friendly for all of those reasons.
I really like that option that you mentioned of that Sunday morning 30-minute experience. So it's sometimes hard to get families from the community to come to church. Feels a little overwhelming for them, but to come to see their kids sing and do some special things, that makes it really easy for them to get in the doors and get to know your church family. What does that Sunday morning experience look like typically?
So it is actually scripted in the director manual. So the kids are going to sing some of the songs. You're going to recap the Bible points. We always want to share with our families what their kids
Mm-hmm.
are learning about Jesus when they come to Vacation Bible School. And so it's already put together for you. You just need to work with your worship leader, your pastor, to make sure that it fits within the confines of your service. Now, if Sunday morning is completely off limits to do something like that, you absolutely could have that be a Saturday afternoon, or whatever days you choose to do your VBS. It could be that second day and you invite parents to come in. You could have it be a third day and have some kind of a meal together. It's really, really flexible, but it's nothing that you have to create the content. It's already provided for you. You just need to implement it. So that's another really
Yeah.
friendly piece for you as a director.
Yeah, I love that. Really, a part of VBS is connecting to our community, and connecting to the parents is vital. And that just sounds like a fun, easy entry way to do that. So let's go back and answer the question you were starting to talk about. What does a day at VBS look like when the kids arrive? What do they do before they go home?
Well, they are going to come in and they're going to get started with music and more, which is our celebration station. There's going to be worship, and they're probably going to come into an environment that is looking like a farm scene in front of them. Imagine a tractor, a windmill, hay bales. We'll talk about decorating a little bit, and I can give you some tips on some allergy-friendly hay bales, Amy, for sure.
Good.
And then they're going to break up into their small group rotations. We like to put kids into small groups called crews. So they'll have a crew leader and then 5 kids. And then they're going to rotate into the Bible adventures where they'll get to experience the Bible story of Zacchaeus and then the second
Mm.
day, the story of Jesus. They're going to go to hog wild games where they're just going to be hog wild with so much fun. And then we have a unique rotation called Projects with a Purpose. So instead of a craft rotation or imagination station, which is our science-based rotation in our 5 day, this is a rotation where they're going to create something that has meaning to give to somebody else. And I love that because it helps our kids understand generosity and giving to other people. And so they'll have the opportunity to create a hide and seek toy that they can give to another kid, maybe at a children's hospital or something like that, or they can create a friendship planter to give to maybe a nursing home or whoever. So they're going to create something, but then they're going to give it away. And I love teaching kids how to give to other people and just really
Mm.
instilling that virtue of generosity. So I love that. And then they're going to come back to the closing, which is our friendship finale. And while all of that's going on for elementary kids, our preschoolers are going to join us for the opening and the closing, and then they're going to rotate to their own 3 Bible adventure rotation, their craft and play, and then the preschool games, which is age appropriate. So there's a specific preschool track right along with the elementary piece as well.
Great. Sounds fun. So tell us a little bit about this allergy friendly hay bale.
Well, I will say in one of my churches, I did bring hay bales in for a VBS, and I was not, it was not well received by our custodian.
Yeah.
And that's when I learned that I had an allergy to hay. So group has made
Oh.
it super easy by providing some hay bales that you literally can just wrap around a box. They are a sellable item that's plastic. We also will show you how to create a hay bale using crepe paper streamers and tissue paper, super allergy friendly. And we also have made decorating easy by having a poster pack where you can create the tractor and the windmill by using these pieces of art that are giant size. You put them together on large pieces of cardboard or foam board, and you instantly have that farm decor. And there's a really cool backdrop that's cornfield that you can just put up again, bringing corn husks and shocks in. That can get kind of messy and again can create allergy situations. And so we've really tried to think through some of those things that some of us seasoned VBS directors have done before, and we know probably shouldn't go there again.
Well, it sounds like an easy one to decorate. It sounds like a theme at least I can really imagine, and yeah, I can find things locally if I have to add a little extra spice to it.
Absolutely. Making those
Yeah,
farm rails, get out your carpet tubes that we've used many times, paint them white, and you've got a fence post right there ready to go. So
yeah,
easy.
yeah. Well, I'm going to imagine that there's going to be a lot of first-time VBS directors. They're going to start with this theme because it feels doable with a 2-day VBS instead of the going for the first 5 days. Do you feel like you have any special advice or unique recommendations for those first-time directors getting started with Heyday?
One of the things that I would recommend is to get your kit. And then what I like to do is sit down with my kit. I like to watch the overview video first. And then I like to get my cup of coffee and just read through the director guide and then all the station manuals, because that's going to give you, as the
Mhm.
director, the big 50,000-foot view. And then you can start digging into more of the details. And so don't get overwhelmed. Start little, watch the overview. There's a day at video that's going to take you through all the rotations, what it can look like, how easy it is to do. And then start as start recruiting your volunteers. You can start handing out those station leader manuals, but just start high level, watch that overview video, read the director guide, and then read through the station manuals so you've got that big picture. And then that'll be your springboard to get going on to recruiting your station leaders, which again, with
Mhm.
a program that has fewer rotations, you don't need to recruit as many of those station leaders as well. You need your opening and closing, which is one person, and then your projects with a purpose, your Bible adventures, and then your games. So you've got 4 volunteers that are station leaders. That's awesome, right? Anyone
That
can find
is
4 friends to do VBS.
right. Right. And it's a great place to get people involved in your church. So many
Absolutely.
times, new families coming to your church just need a place to plug in. And there's nothing more fun than VBS to get plugged in and feel like they belong. So, yeah,
And
that's a great tip.
And Amy, I also like to encourage people, if their churches are like my church, we did not have people back right after the pandemic. We are still
Hmm.
each week seeing people come back for the first time. And we still have families who haven't come back, but they've already signed up for VBS this summer. Isn't that interesting? VBS
Yeah.
has the opportunity to be that thing that can bring your families back for a specific event, but then keep them moving forward into your Sunday morning programming or midweek or whatever kids ministry looks like at your church.
Yeah.
So you need to
Yeah.
do VBS this summer, friends. It is important. Kids need it. They need to be connected with other kids, and we need to be connected with our kids again.
Yeah. You heard it here. You heard it from Sharon. So we've got to do VBS, all of
Yes,
us.
we do.
Well, VBS directors and children's ministry leaders, I hope this has been inspirational to you, but also intrigued you. If you want to learn more about HayDay Weekend VBS, I've got some great tools that are going to help you explore it. Log on to concordiasupply.com. There you can explore the theme. You can download samples of leader guides so you can read what's in them. You can listen to the music. You can see this fun farm decorating theme and look through that Bible content and just ask yourself, is this what my kids need this summer? And I know that the Holy Spirit is guiding you. You will know what God has for them. And so the next step is ordering that starter kit. You can do that at concordiasupply.com. We have free shipping for you on that starter kit, and you can earning Concordia rewards that are going to help stretch your budget all that much further. So log on to concordiasupply.com. Also, reach out to me if you have questions or just curious, what is my next step? I am overwhelmed. Reach me at my email address, which is Amy, spelled A-M-Y, Amy at concordiasupply.com. Thanks, Sharon. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate the time you've given us. And VBS directors, God bless you as you move into your summer ministries. It's fun. Reach out, find a partner to help you. Reach out to us. We're here to support you and pray with you. We're for you, and we're also excited about what God's going to do. So thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.